just so you guys know, this is a very honest review. Just saying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for clicking on today's video. Today's video is going to be another foundation review video. This one I'm kind of excited for, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm going to be reviewing the new Juvia's Place foundation. I'm probably the last person on earth that is reviewing this, but it's okay. I'm always doing my reviews for the shade reference people out there because I tend to not find my shade color anywhere in reviews on YouTube. So hopefully my reviews help you guys in some way, shape, or form. I got the shade Savannah 440. This is what it looks like. I don't know if this is going to match me. I kind of sort of checked it. It kind of looks like really light, but we will see. Yeah, this is what the tube looks like. Look like. I'm going to do a quick specs on the foundation from the website itself. I'm gonna run it right here so you guys can see. This foundation actually was made in Italy. Wow, I did not know that. It has about 30 ml, just 1.0 fluid ounce, being that this is like so small, and it's in a squeezy tube, which is travel friendly. It claims to be a very full coverage, so we will see. It doesn't say whether it's a oh, it is. It's a velvet matte foundation. You guys know I do not like, and I repeat, I do not like matte foundations, but for the sake of doing a review, I'm gonna do it for you. What else? Like I said, all the specs will be here. I did get my foundation for $14 because Juvia's Place had the Labor Day sale on their website, so I chose that opportunity to jump on it and get it. Not only did I get the foundation, but I got the concealer as well, and I picked up the shade 16. I guess that's the shade number. I was like, whoa, that is a pretty huge concealer. Like, let me just put my Tarte Shape Tape next to that. My Tarte Shape Tape look like it's on a diet, and the Juvia's is like, I'll eat what the hell I want to eat. So that's what I'm going to be reviewing today, is the foundation and concealer. First, I'm going to give you guys a swatch like I do in all my videos. I'm going to swatch some of my current foundations that I use next to the Juvia's Place so you can see the shade ranges, undertones, etc. So the foundations I'm going to be swatching. I'll do 2 drugstore and 2 higher ends. So for higher ends, I chose the Fenty Velvet Matte. This one is in the shade 350. I'm going to go in with my new Fenty Hydration Foundation in the shade 340. And then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Toffee Pecan, which looks like this. Swatch the L'Oreal Paris 210 Classic Tan. So first I'm going to swatch the Juvia's Place foundation. I'm going to be using the brush for all swatches. And in between swatches, I'm going to be wiping the brush off on a paper towel that I have here with some brush cleaner product, this one right here. This way we don't be mixing the foundations. Yeah, that is how much product I'm going to be swatching. It's definitely a thick, very thick consistency. As you can see, it's not even budging, but it is supposed to be full coverage, so that is expected. So I'm going to swatch the Juvia's Place right in the back here. I feel like it is light for me, hopefully blending it out, and with bronzer and so on it will sort of work. But so far I would say I'm looking very tan for this color. Maybe closer to, you know, in winter time it will match, but right now it's not looking promising. So next foundation I'm gonna be swatching next to that is the L'Oreal Infallible. This one is in the shade Classic Tan. Okay, so there we go. Well, actually the L'Oreal one is more blending into me right now. Fenty 350. This one is the Velvet Matte. This is the shade 350. Now I'm going in with the Fenty 340. This one isn't the hydrating foundation. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, this is still standing out to be the lightest, but it looks like I can make it work, so we'll see. And the last one will be the Wet n Wild foundation. This is the stick one, so this will be Toffee Pecan. So I'm just gonna go over the top with the brush. It's looking like. Oh. One thing that I will say about all my foundations, the undertones are very cool. I love my undertones to be cool. I hate a warm undertone foundation. Yeah, I just don't like it. It just comes off too orange on me. So let's go this over real quick. So this is the Juvia's Place foundation, the first one. The second one is the L'Oreal in Classic Tan. Then we have the Fenty in 350. This is the Velvet Matte. It is velvet or soft matte, sorry. And then the next one is the Fenty Hydration Foundation in the shade 340. And the last one is the Wet n Wild foundation stick in the shade Toffee Pecan. So I'll come a little closer so you guys can see. Okay guys, I'm gonna go in with the foundation now. And for my foundation, I'm gonna use this brush from Luxie. This is a tapered highlighter brush, and this is what I'm going to use to apply the foundation. I'm going to go in with my No Pore Blend Primer. What this primer does, it definitely smooths and fill your pores in, and I've been freaking loving it for my smile line area. I normally take it a little under the eyes too. But just know this is not a mattifying primer. It's a pore filling primer, because I saw someone saying that this is a mattifying primer, and I'm like, what? And just so you guys know, this is a very honest review. Just saying. I'm not gonna take a bunch. I'm just gonna do a little squeeze, just like that, because I'm not gonna lie, I did watch a few reviews, and some people did say, or a lot of people did say, you need just the tiniest amount. So I'm gonna go one dot there, one here, one here, one in the middle here, because I hate a caked up face. I honestly do. And I still have quite a few products. So let me zoom you guys in. Now we're gonna start blending this. Let me just put a little bit here. And here. And here. And here. I still have a lot of product on my face, so just keep that in mind. So so for full coverage, I definitely give it that. As you can see, some parts of the face I am tapping the brush, and some parts like here I'm like doing circular motions just to blend it. I think the foundation matches me pretty decent. It is a little, just a tad a little bit lighter, but it's, for the most part, I definitely can make this shade work, and I'm pretty sure in the winter time it's gonna match me perfectly. I'm just checking to see if it's settling anywhere, because normally with matte foundations it would settle in the corner of my nose. So okay, my face is very hydrated from my moisturizer, and then I just use that primer, which has a little bit of a slip to it, so it's not like I said, it's not a matte primer, but I feel like it has a little bit of hydration to it, even though it's a pore filling primer. So I guess it's helping the foundation to not feel as heavy. I think that's it. So I literally use half of that pump. I'm gonna wipe this off because I don't need more. I am not a full coverage person, and I'm definitely not a heavy not heavy person. I think that should be it for me, but it definitely covered pretty well. But it doesn't feel heavy though. That's one of the best things. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not the concealer looks really light. I'm scared to use this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to use this. But first, let me go in with my damp beauty blender and just go over this foundation real quick, which is what I normally do. Doing this step, it takes off any excess foundation on the skin. So any excess foundation comes off on the beauty blender. And I do that mostly in the inner corner of the nose, like the areas I normally will cake up. I'll just do that. And also, if you notice, I don't take my foundations up under my eye. And if you're a person that gets a lot of creasing under your eye, I'll suggest you don't do that either. You just like stop right here. Getting a little bit of creasing in the corner of the nose. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. I'm hoping that you're seeing it, but there's a little bit of creasing in the corner of the nose. Okay, but so far I would say it doesn't look bad at all. It doesn't feel like dry. It kind of reminds me the texture, like the foundation does claim to be a velvet matte, not a matte foundation. So being velvet matte, it's not gonna be a completely matte foundation. So it kind of reminds me of the soft matte foundation from Fenty. So I'm not mad at it at all. And the fact that you have to use just barely a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a concealer, and I feel like I need to mix this concealer because I'm not gonna walk out this house because I need to go out and grab something real quick. I'm not gonna walk out the house looking like Casper the fucking ghost. So I'm gonna probably mix my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is white. This is not light, this is white. So I'm just gonna do a few dots of this. Blend it downwards first. Then I start to take it up under the eye. And then take it out. And do it more on the outer part. It gives you an instant lift. I'm literally going out the house at, what time is it? I don't even know. With a beat ass face. Blend downwards first. Doing it this way, like I said, it prevents taking too much concealer up under your eye and possibly in your eye. So then you go here and take it out. It blends out pretty easily, so I will say that. And it doesn't dry too quickly. So I'm going to reverse it, take the butt part of the beauty blender and just blend over that. Oh, my face is looking real beat. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set this concealer. I'm gonna be using to set is my Graftobian Loose Banana Setting Powder. Can I get a brush, please? I normally use my same brush that I use for foundation. I'll just go up under there. And again, I don't bake under my eyes or anything. I just lightly set it. wherever I put concealer. Oh, that's too much. And of course, my smile line. I'm just gonna set right here where I normally will contour. This way the brush doesn't like drag too much. So this is what the face is looking like. It looks pretty good. It's definitely not clinging anywhere. And it just blended seamlessly into my skin. I'll go ahead and finish up with the rest of the eyes and the lips, and I will be Let me give you guys a quick up close of what the face is looking like. Let me just say it's looking so freaking flawless. I'm not seeing any clinging anywhere. Definitely full coverage, and I love the fact that I didn't have to use like a whole lot of product to get this full face, you know what I mean? So that means that's gonna last a while. Let me see, I'll check in the corner of my nose. Actually gonna be heading out right now for a little bit. It's a freaking hot outside right now. I'm gonna go and see how this foundation holds up outside in that heat. I will not wear this foundation for many hours like I normally do, only because I have so much stuff to do and I hate wearing a full face of foundation. But so far this is what it's looking like inside. I think it looks so freaking pretty. It does not feel drying on the face. It does not feel like I'm wearing a mask on my face. Being that it's a velvet matte, I thought I would have gotten that, but I don't. As for transfer, I would say, let's see, I would say there's actually no transfer. Normally when I do these transfer tests, you will see my fingerprint like right here, but you don't see any, so it didn't transfer at all. So far I would say I'm actually loving the foundation for the price and for what it's doing. I actually really like it, but for me I would think I would go a shade down for summertime. This will definitely suit me for winter days, but for summer, if I do want to wear this foundation outside, once it holds up, I will have to get a darker shade. I mean, I only paid $40 for this, so not a bad thing. So let me go do what I have to do, and I will come back and report to you guys how it held up for the couple hours that I will be outside. And yeah, this, oh my god, the lighting is way better than this morning. Wow. Okay. So I'm back with a quick check-in. This is about 5 hours wear in on this foundation. I went outside, I did cooking, eating and everything, and let me just say, wow, just wow. I was eating again. So I'm going to show you guys up close what the foundation is looking like. I am getting a little bit of creasing here, as you guys can see, especially in my smile line area and in the corner of the nose, but it's very minimal. It's not like crazy insane looking. Around the mouth and jawline area still looks pretty decent. It's still intact. Foundation looks really good. The bronzer, highlighter, blush, everything on top is sitting nicely. My nose is pretty much a highlighter, not looking greasy or anything like that. Under the eyes looks a little creasy. I'm seeing a little bit of creasing under the eyes from the concealer. Excuse me if I'm looking off that way. I'm looking at my viewfinder to you know, look at what I'm looking at right now. But excuse me, under the eyes I am seeing creasing, and that is probably from the concealer, because I don't normally crease under my eyes at all. I don't. Not using my Tarte Shape Tape, I don't. So the creasing definitely has to be from the concealer. The concealer is a little too light for me. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I need to get a little darker shade, maybe a shade down, get it a little darker, and this way I can wear the concealer by itself and not with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. But I would say it's okay if I'm seeing creasing. Like I said, it's more than likely the Juvia's concealer and not my Tarte Shape Tape, so I don't get creasing with that. Overall, out of 10, 10 being the best, I would give it about an 8. I would rate this foundation. It's wearing nicely, it looks great on camera, it feels light, it's not heavy, it's not cakey or anything. You need just a little amount, the littlest amount just to get a full face, and with a full face, a full coverage at that. So for that, I love the foundation. It sits nicely, all the products sit nicely on top of the foundation. The price is right. I mean, what more can I say? Minus the little creasing I'm getting, but other than that, I would definitely say to check it out if you haven't already. I hope that today's video helped you out in some way, shape, or form, whether it be color matching or whether it be to make your final decision as to whether to get it or not. I will catch you guys in a later video. Bye guys.